Okay, so, Eder,
Yeah.
starting with you.
Okay.
Are there some values that you would like to carry on in the next month? Like, not only in a project, maybe things you like to experiment or that you're interested.
Okay. I'm very interested. Right now, I'm very interested in the growing. How can you grow things? You can grow a geometry, grow a material with the help of microorganisms and species like fungi or bacteria. So yeah, I'm very interested in bacterial cellulose, mycelium, and also I'm starting to be very interested in the parametric development of geometries. I don't know much about Grasshopper and all of these softwares to do it, but it seems fun, and you can quite simulate the way they grow also.
Yeah.
As we were seeing with the lamps that we were doing, Minnie and me. So it's starting to interest me a lot. So yeah, the merge between the natural world and these microorganisms and living beings, and the material reality and the things that we use, how we interact with these organisms. This could be one possibility. Yeah.
How do you feel connected with this? How did you end up with this?
First, because I think I have a contemplative nature or explorer nature, curious nature. So it really interests me know how things work or how organisms function, especially in the natural world. I'm very interested in. So this is, I think, the perfect opportunity to merge the natural world and the material reality we live in, like to create objects with the help of them. But I'm also very interested in how to do it in a way that is not invasive for them and is not like extractive. And because of that, I'm very interested to go to Hangar and the wet lab. I'm very interested to talk with Laura about it also, to have this approach that I'm missing also on how to.
So you think that Hangar could be a kind of community?
I think it could be a nice community. I need to know them first and to know the project and all those stuff, but it sounds like it could be a good community that I can work in.
I think it's very cool that, as far as I know, they merge the research and together with more artistic practices in a way that can be exposed. Like as we were saying before, the fact that you can actually interact with these topics.
Yes.
And how you could have a feedback which is tangible.
That at the end is the main interest that I have.
Yeah.
And I think it relates also to your interest and your interest. I don't know, how do you feel about it? What are the practices that you're interested in right now? Or it could be also in general. So yeah, Albert, what's general?
I want to share it with you because I'm thinking on what Arai has told me. I was thinking maybe take one of my ideas and try to do the next interventions and focus it on that thing. I have multiple ideas, many too much I think, but one is related to improve the instruments or some methodologies that the researchers are using now. For example, in the field of the micromammals studies, we are using traps to trap the micromammals, and there are live traps, but these traps have some problems. Sometimes when you go, you put in danger the animals that you catch, because maybe they fall inside in the middle of the night, and it's a very cold night, and they die inside.
Okay.
So it's not. I don't like that. If you want to study one thing, you have to put it in risk. No? And I think that you can combine many of the skills that we are learning here. For example, digital fabrication to design the traps, but also to incorporate in these traps a camera. I don't want to make a trap that traps the animal, only the photo. Like that camera traps that people use to make photos of the wild animals, but big ones, but to do something for the small ones inside the box or inside
That future trap that you developed.
what?
Inside
The feeder traps. Yes, I imagine a box like the traps that we are using now. With we put food inside, and when the animal comes and with the weight, the door closes. Now it goes this way, but I was thinking to incorporate some cameras and some sensors, and also artificial intelligence to pre-identify the animal.
Sounds very
Yes,
interesting.
it's not what I want to do with my design skills, but it's one of the things I want to do. And I think this will allow me to put in practice electronics, artificial intelligence, design, product design, digital fabrication. It's an idea. But
Well, I think it's very
two or three
specific.
more, eh? I
think
have
it's-
one related with architecture. Maybe you are
Yeah, I'm
interested.
interested.
Yes. Another idea
Yeah.
related with architecture, and I want to change the face of the streets of the cities by changing the bus stops, the shape of the bus stops. I want to do ones with a green roof, full of plants. Then people feel comfortable under the bus stops, full of plants out, and that the bus stops designed that could collect the water, okay, and then reuse it for that plants if it's necessary. But like that idea to make climate refuges, refugios climáticos, yes. That and I'm thinking for a long time ago, why the bus stops
In the cities, I
roofs?
think there are many opportunities to do things
Yeah.
that are not
Since
yet been developed.
Since I'm here in Barcelona, I'm noticing how a lot of places which are made out of concrete, and they are like with human-made materials. Like there is no real purpose for them to be there. Like I don't know, like why do we need bus stops in metal, plastic when they can be like a small hill maybe under which you go to? Like I'm noticing it a lot because I've noticed that Barcelona is very cemented.
Yes.
Like
It is,
there are a lot of open spaces which could be like free.
There is a lot of space.
And somehow they put concrete like for
Easy.
just to put
easy
concrete
to clean.
there.
Easy to
And,
clean and
that's
easy
why,
to walk.
right? It's efficient to clean.
Easy to
Yeah,
clean,
but so and this made me think of how like some spaces can be really reinvented because it's
It's a lot of
not only all about having parks and streets like separately. Maybe there are ways to merge the two things. For sure, concrete for a lot of things is much more practical.
Yes, I think.
But it's not the only way.
Easy to.
There is this word that is struck in my mind since a few days, which is technology. And for me, it's not just the merge of technology and ecology, but also like ecology is a way to see things in general. It's not only a discipline itself, it's understanding how things are connected. And I got this, I think, while working with the intervention that we made for the dialogues with Pulse. I've noticed how somehow it's like technology can be used to enhance our perception of ecology itself, and so how the same sensors, the same innovations can be used both to destroy and both to create something which is beautiful. So I think even though I don't know still what the precise direction, I think I would like to apply this kind of techno-ecological thinking, in which through sensors, or which through data or whatever, you're able to have a deeper connection with nature itself, and how the relationship in between the two things is highlighted, because it seems like there is a wall in between the two, but how it's not. And what you said about the I don't remember about the photo trap, it made me think of this project in which through some very small chips that were attached in not such an intrusive way to some birds, like some scientists have been able to track the migration of these birds, how this was relating it to climate and to the weather, which was changing in the regions, and how if you have more data regarding these other species, you are able to design also considering them, because otherwise if you don't have the knowledge, it's all about making assumptions.
That is a good example of technology.
Yeah, in which you create technologies not only to make things smart or green, but also to have a powerful applications, and also what we were saying before, which maybe be used also in a more artistic way to express the kind of feeling which these ideas contain.
To translate it to make it understandable for others, no? Also, like this topic of bringing nature to cities is something that is resonates a lot with me also. Urbanist, architectural approach to how to invite other species to cities, because right now it's very hetero species wide. Like the cities are very only humans in that city.
We need to learn to share.
And I think that also will help to change perspectives on nature, and
that's why I was relating this, like thinking of hypothetical project or whatever. I think it somehow it needs to relate to education somehow, because it's a change that comes from the inside. It's not like building solutions or building technologies. I mean, it's part of that, but it's most of all, I think you have to feel connected to that and to have that part of your mindset. Otherwise, it may seem like pointless. Like otherwise, it's like putting plants in the city. Like that's not only that thing. Like there's not the only reason behind that.
In fact, I can imagine one of my future projects with the educational part. I can imagine it.
You can't, or you
can't?
Okay.
Can't.
For example,
no,
you were
always I like educational part, and I imagine let's build this, and let's explain it well what is, and for all people, not only for technicians.
I think that
Let's explain why. That is the why. Why?
Yeah, explaining why is very important.
No, explaining why.
Sometimes we're sometimes I would have loved that people explain me why things are this way, so that I have a better understanding of why the world functions in a certain way.
But
But it's also makes me think about why didn't I ask why,
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
real why, no, not why. No, this is the shape for the to take advantage for the sun and to be more efficient. No, the real why of the things. But why do you do this? What for money? For money? For because it's trendy now to do things ecological. For self fame, to be famous. Why? This is important to scratch the surface and find the real whys.
I think I should stop here.
Yeah.
A lot of material.
Bye.
Hola.
Bye.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not hola. Holy shit.
I always forget.
Ciao.